What is going on, guys? Opulent Vision, Road to Sub 20, Episode 20. I really didn't think it would take anywhere near this long, and I still think we have a long road ahead of us. I apologize for not being able to improve faster, but I do have a full-time job, and it really limits my hours on YouTube and on practicing cubing. And so I'm trying to do what I can. We are slowly getting better, but again, today, we had one of those weeks where it was like, kind of bad solves, kind of good solves, and so we ended up having like a moderately close average. Nothing as near as I've been in the past, but you guys are sick of me yapping. So one more thing before I answer some questions, make sure to check the description, join the giveaway. We're giving away a 21 by 21. It is insane. It's free to enter, and it is in your power to enter and win. It could be you, the one watching this right now. It could be you with a new 21 by 21. Anybody can win it. First question in from Speedy Cuber. Whenever I'm turning poorly, I just do a 7x7 solve or two, and then my fingers get warmed up. Try it out sometime. I would absolutely be down. I totally understand the feeling. I think it's something from like going from like a larger cube with smaller pieces to going to a smaller cube with larger pieces, the 3x3. I think something about that just kind of helps you like get mentally in the game. So I'd potentially be down for that. Maybe I'll try that for next episode here. Hello Peoples Okay says, maybe a video idea. Could you possibly walk us through your exact thought process on a solve for funsies? I think it would make a good short or video. I'd potentially be down. It'd be kind of tough because it's not really a long form video sort of content, but it's not really a short sort of content. So maybe, just maybe if you guys join my Discord server, also in the description, and ask me kind enough, I can make a solve video where it's just me solving the cube, talking about what I'm doing. And you guys can give me tips to improve on there. Or if you guys want to see it in a long form video, I might be able to do that as well. Just seeing how many people actually want that. Deansy Consone, I think I said that. He said, what main did you use for the longest time? That is a tough question, but I know exactly which cube it is. It is the MOYU Along version 2. I think it came out in like 2012, 2013. But I think that was like one of the greatest cubes, still is one of the greatest cubes of all time. And I used that for like 5 to 7 years straight, just that cube. And it got to the point where like the pieces started getting shredded up just from solving it thousands and thousands of times. And I ended up moving on to the Meiying, the Kong's Design Meiying, as some of you guys know. But I'm going to be honest, this might just be my opinion, might be a popular opinion, but if MOYU ever came out with an Along version 2, like magnetized, they could keep the cube the exact same, but just add magnets in it. I guarantee that would sell better than any cube available on the market. But that's just my opinion, so we move on. That one, Cuber, it's impressive how fast you are. 2 questions, what's your main, and why did you start speed cubing? My main right now is the Wave Rider V1. I got this cube maybe 4 months ago. Absolutely love it. I've heard a lot of people have tried this cube just from their buddies or bought it and just didn't like it, which I totally understand. Your cube should, match your turning style. So not everyone's going to like the same cubes. But I've got a really rough turning style that I adopted from using a Rubik's brand cube for many years before I ever bought a speed cube. And I think this Wave Rider just works perfectly with that. It's really controllable for me, and it's pretty dang fast depending on how you set it up. So I don't know, I think the controllability, and I think it's a 58 millimeter cube too. Don't get me wrong, that might be incorrect, but fits better in my hand and is very controllable, so I love it. His second question, why did you start speed cubing? I had a friend in Boy Scouts many years ago, I think this was like 2011 or 2012, who loved solving the Rubik's Cube. And I think he averaged like around 30 seconds at the time. And I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. And I know I have one sitting around, some old Rubik's brand. So I ended up teaching myself how to solve it like within that same week. And, that's just one of those memories you have where you're like, man, these were the good old days. But just being able to, go to school, come home, solve the cube, go to bed, go to school, come home, those were the good old days, having hours and hours to practice the cube. I really miss that. Wixvu says, damn, Newhouse, I'm watching this in school. It's not the best feeling ever. He says, I would like to see Road to Sub 1 on 4x4. That could be insane. I'm going to leave it at that. Do you guys want to see a Road to Sub 1 on 4x4? Let me know in the comments. Also, I am so extremely slow at 4x4. It might be a Road to Sub 2 to start. I don't know. Tons of improvement on the 4x4 for sure, but I definitely think I can get a lot faster at it. Fire Flames VR says, what is your go-to dipping sauce? Hands down, the best dipping sauce in the world for anything, Raising Cane's cane sauce. I don't know if you guys have Raising Cane's where you're from, but I think like a pretty close equivalent would be like Chick-fil-A sauce. It's kind of the same taste, but can't go wrong with cane sauce. Bloxy Sucks at Roblox says, my question is, what is the best lube to speed up a cube? I think that the best lube for me definitely was Speed Cube Shop Martian. Also Speed Cube Shop Candy Cane, similar feeling, but it smells like peppermint, which is also a nice feature. But Bloxy, as I always say, if you don't know what lube to get, go to Speed Cube Shop and just get their sampler. I think it's like 3 or 4 lubes for like $10. I mean, it's going to be more expensive than buying a singular lube, but you'll get to try stuff out. You'll figure out what works best for you. Maybe you think you need a fast lube, but you really want a medium lube. I mean, you don't really know till you try it out for yourself. So go ahead, just get the bundle. Code Opulent at Speed Cube Shop. Everyone write that down. 5% off. Nothing better than that. Go ahead, get that bundle, try it out. Let me know how it is. Rodrigo Teria. I think I finally said it right. I think. He says, do you consider buying a timer? Yes, I do. I personally own a Qi timer as well as a Speed Stack timer. I think it's the Speed Stack. It's the one where you have to put your palms and your thumbs on the timer. I have those. I just do not want to use them in these videos. I have no way to link it up to my computer. And it's definitely a lot harder to see on these style of videos. So I've just been using CS timer for you guys because you can see the time really big on my screen, so you know exactly what I got. But I do have some timers. So something I practice with more in my spare time, but just use CS for these videos. I think after this solve, or maybe it's the next solve, I'm going to be doing my little challenge of the day, which again is going to be solving a Rubik's Cube with one hand. I think that this is actually a really interesting event, and I actually think that if I do it one time every video, I'll slowly get faster at one-handed solves, which you'll probably see here. I do get a little bit of an improvement from last week solving one-handed, so we're definitely getting somewhere, but one solve a week, we'll just see how much quicker we get. Not bad. I've got one final question for the day, and then I will sign off here. Rodrigo Teria, I think, same guy. Have you ever tried speed stacking? I've maybe tried it once or twice. I just do not enjoy it as much as the Rubik's Cube. Speed stacking is kind of like the same thing over and over and over again, where Rubik's Cubes, I mean, you have different cases, different ways to solve it. You can learn different algorithms. I just think I enjoy solving the Rubik's Cube more as an exercise, not only for my fingers, but for my brain. Also, speed stacking is kind of loud, so. All right, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of the solve, enter the giveaway, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.